Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing amazing. Today I wanted to share this oil pastel portrait I did with you, and I used these oil pastels by Paul Rubens because they were so kind to send me this new set they have in exchange for an honest written review on my blog, which you can read now if you're interested. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. And they even gave me a $5 discount for you guys. So be sure to check out the link in the description if you are interested in purchasing these. I've used Paul Rubens oil pastels before and I really do like them. I have the 48 color set and the one they sent me now is a new one, I believe. It has 72 colors and it is called the Sea Scenery color set. And like the name suggests, there are a lot of beautiful blue and green pastels. It's perfect for drawing the ocean or any landscape. But there are also a lot of brown and neutral tones, which are great for drawing portraits. All in all, I really like these oil pastels, but I do have some minor problems with them, and that is that they don't really perform consistently. And by that I mean that some are really nice and soft and they glide onto the paper like butter or lipstick kind of, but some are more streaky and feel like wax crayons maybe. If you want to know more about this and see some comparison pictures, be sure to check out the blog post because I explain it better there. But still, these are great, affordable oil pastels, and I would recommend them to every beginner. To be honest, I don't have much experience in drawing portraits with oil pastels. Also, I never know if I should refer to it as drawing or painting. It kind of feels like a wet medium since you can move them around so much on the paper and they never fully dry. So I might refer to it as painting. I heard people say both, so I hope it's okay. I've mainly drawn landscapes with oil pastels, and for that they are great. But I find it really hard to paint portraits with these. The first portrait I tried looked truly horrible, and I didn't really know how to approach a portrait. So that's why I decided to do a master copy of this oil painting by Anders Zorn. When learning a new medium, I think it's very helpful to copy the work of artists you admire. This way you can kind of mimic their brush strokes and learn how they used colors, and then you can hopefully apply what you've learned to your own ideas. So yeah, I really found copying this painting helpful. The way I approached this was by putting down a thin layer of the pastel first and then blending it with a cotton swab. I went over it with different colors to blend them together, and this helped me achieve the colors I wanted and the different hues, since I don't have every single color as an oil pastel, so you have to mix these on the paper. It's also so hard to draw details with these because of this thick stick form. I guess you could maybe sharpen them, but that seems really messy and wasteful. So yeah, sometimes I would use the palette knife to pick up the paint from the pastel and apply these directly on the paper. I would also use the palette knife to scrape away the pastel if I made a mistake and applied the wrong color. So a palette knife is definitely a very helpful tool when drawing with oil pastels. I think this medium is really cool and I love the textures you can achieve with them. and I do love to lay them down thickly so it kind of looks like brush strokes or like oil paint. Like I said before, a great way for me to learn and understand a new medium is by looking at other artists' work and trying to understand how they did it. But to be honest, I find it much more difficult to find a great oil pastel portrait artist than, let's say, a great oil painting or watercolor portrait artist. A lot of oil pastel portraits I see are either too colorful or too abstract for my taste personally. Of course, I have also found a few amazing ones, but they just seem rarer to me and harder to find. Or maybe my taste is just too specific, because I like those portraits that look kind of impressionistic and expressive in a way. For example, I really like some of the oil pastel portraits by Connie Chadwell, whose work I found on Pinterest. But yeah, that's the kind of style I really like with oil pastels. So if you know any good oil pastel portrait artists, please share them with me. I would love to discover new ones and get inspired. I definitely want to experiment and play more with this medium and try to find my style with them. Oil pastels seem to be kind of trending at the moment, so I would like to know if you ever tried them and if you do like them. I would also like to experiment with soft pastels more, so maybe I will be making a video about those soon, hopefully. Yeah, so this is it. I like how this portrait turned out, and I definitely learned a lot from it. Thank you so much to Paul Rubens for sending me these oil pastels. I really recommend you guys check them out if you're interested in this medium. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye!